back at it again with this wiring harness. Got pretty far. I worked on it a lot last night and just for about an hour here today. Cleaning up the first part of it here. As you see, I got it all taped up there and all in alignment here. So last night I fused a lot of these wires together, like the injectors and different coil bank 1 and 2 together and the O2 sensors and all that. So I'll show you here in a second what I did. Also too, these here all grouped together. These are all the wires that are going to run inside the car. Like your check engine light and OBD2 port and all that as well. Oil pressure, tach, things of that nature. So here I fused all these wires together in different sections. So if you can take a look here, fuse 1, I got my OBD2 port and the power supply for the PCM here. So these are grouped together right here. And fuse 2, wherever fuse 2 is, fuse 2. So coils 2, 4, 6, and 8, 1, 3, 5, 7. Again, a PCM. Again, numbers 1 and 2 are fused together. Number 3, which is right here. What do we have? What do we have on 3? Oh, these are the actual injectors here. So injectors, which are these right here. Injectors 1, 3, 5, and 7. And 2, 4, 6, and 8. So the first one, when it said coil, which is this plug here, both banks 1 and 2 was in the other one, and these are the actual injectors. So I fused all those injectors, which are usually these pink wires right here, all together in one fuse. So I fused 1, 3, 5, and 7 together, 2, 4, 6, and 8 together into one wire. Well, each one into one wire, which made out to 2. 1, 3, 5, and 7, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And number 4, which is number 4 here. So this will be both my front O2 sensors, my MAV sensor, and I added a wire to supply the power to the check engine light inside. So I fused that and I ran it over here down, so it'll go with these group of wires inside the car. And a wire for my trans as well, since I'm running a 4L60E. I also added a wire as well here to supply power to the OBD2 port, and that'll run inside the car as well. It should be orange. I didn't have an extra orange wire, so I actually had some orange tape, so I just taped it orange here, but it came out to white because I didn't tape it down that far. So anyways, I got pretty far. And so y'all, just a quick update following my last vid or last clip. So I straightened up the front portion, or the portion closest to the PCM and the connectors here. So I wrapped everything up nice and tidy. I decided to leave the tape on there for the labels. I don't know, just in case I ever took it back apart again and I didn't have to go searching down the line here. What is what, and what leads to what, and whatever. So, and it's not gonna hurt anything. But I got this portion nice and tidy, and it looks like it's starting to all come together. And I started my fuse connections here, and actually got all done with it, except I have to add a power wire to these 2 connections right here. It's the wire that will actually supply power to these wires and actually turn on the PCM, so everything else will fall in line. So I have to add that wire here and make a jumper to there to the relay, so everything will connect and function well. So but I got it down to the 4-wire system as the diagram explained here. So right now it's 3 wires, so because I haven't added that 4th wire yet, but this is the wire. It's actually originally the purple wire that goes to the starter, but since it was so short and I didn't have any purple wire, I added red wire. So that's labeled there. This is wire. Good grief. Sorry about that, y'all. This is wire that will power on the fuel pump. So this will actually go to the fuel pump, a 12 volt supply to the fuel pump all the way back to the gas tank. And this is a 12 volt positive keyed source for the PCM. So that should power that on as well. And then I'll have my red wire here that I have to add as well, straight from the battery. And that's when I'll make that jumper wire to these relay connections and fuses to here and to there. So everything is connected. Again, all I did was follow this, and as far as fusing all the wires together, and you can get this off You Can Do It Too's web channel or YouTube channel. And this is the wiring harness diagram that he made for everybody to download in a PDF. And I pretty much just followed this for the most part. Like I said in my previous video, I have a 4L60E that I'm running, and so I had to add some connections to that. I also saved the cruise control wire because I want to see if I can run my current cruise and tie it into that, or if I'm just gonna be able to run it separately. So my current car has cruise on it already, and it was actually added after the fact, and it runs off vacuum and a signal that gets supplied to the transmission. So either I just saved it just in case I needed it. It's not gonna hurt anything, but we'll see how that goes. So these wires I have to wait for my connector to get in, but these wires actually run inside the car and to fan relays and different connections and stuff like that. So, and my OBD2 port and all that good stuff. So anyways, quick update coming together, y'all. Hours and hours of work, but it's coming around. So till next time.